Yeah, baby. This live has been a long time coming, and it is completely necessary. And yeah, I'm feeling it. And the easy thing would be to not do this and wait till I want to articulate it perfectly and how it wants to come through. But I know in my heart that love and divine service and courage would just go live and would just share with you what's on my heart right now without trying to perfect it. And while I'm in this, I'm feeling quite raw today, and I'm feeling quite vulnerable. Hello, Danielle. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Tracy. Hello, welcome, beautiful souls. And as you're coming on, please let me know where you are tuning in from around the world, whether it's Australia, whether it's another part of this beautiful blue pearl that we live in. And yeah, I wanted to get just straight into it and not waste any time. So thank you so much for jumping on. I'm just going to get straight into it while this energy is coursing through me, and I'm a little bit nervous and I'm a little bit going to vomit, and I'm feeling this force energy moving through me. And my team actually said, my galactic team said, no, actually, like, go live, do it now. And so I want to explain to you, like, how does a science-based, mindset-based, anti-woo-woo manifestation coach go to completely embracing their multidimensionality, talking to their galactic team, channeling beautiful content from advanced civilizations from other planets, and completely embracing her woo-woo? How does that happen? How does that shift happen? And, it's so funny because I've been rapping about this stuff for so long. I think in my rap that was called Fat Kid, and it was, we're shifting, humanity's uplifting, 3D to 5D. We're sharing codes as a new currency. So upload my codes. My courage codes, my action taking codes, my manifesting generator codes. Be intentional and fully receive. It's that easy, hard to believe. And then there's another bit that goes, was a tough journey from my head to my heart, navigating like an amateur playing Mario Kart, driving in the ditches, getting stuck in a rut, cause living in your head is what tears us apart. And it's like, wow, it's like awesome. And how can I actually really explain this? Because I don't know about you guys, but for me, oh my God, I rejected this information for so long. My mind was like, fuck off. There's no such thing as light beings and aliens. You guys are taking it too far. Come on, seriously? Get a grip. It's science-based. It's a vibration. Everything is energy. Give me the science. Give me the logic. And, I love the journey because then I'm going to kind of share with you what shifted. I'm going to share with you some of the stuff that's going to have, hopefully, your mind come on board. Because if you're watching this live, just trust that you're ready for this. And some of you have been waiting for me to get more galactic. Some of you are like, yes, now you're speaking my language, Alex. And some of you are like, you used to talk English, Alex, and now you're talking fucking Japanese. Mi no capish, right? And so, I truly believe there was a huge need for the science-based tools and mindset practices that I was sharing for the first 3 years of my journey, and it's about, like the subatomic particles, and depending on how fast and light they vibrate will determine what reality you are vibrating in, which will then, dictate the people, the circumstances, the events that you attract in your life, right? And yes, everything is anything. Yes, you are just one big ball of vibrating subatomic particles, which literally determines your reality. And we get to go even further than that. This is where it's super delicious. And for me, I feel like it was so needed, that message. It was so needed to understand that an atom is made up of 99.9999996% empty, 6% empty space. And in context, that means that if we were to put the entirety of the human race, 7.8 billion of us, if that's even true, 7.8 billion of humanity around the globe right now, if we were to put on what of that of us is actually dense matter, of what we consider real and solid, we would fit into one teeny tiny sugar cube. Right? And so I'm loving, like, I really understood it. Finally, it landed for me, because please God, I've been obsessed with manifestation since probably 18, and I, watched the stuff and the YouTubes, and I consumed things, and I did the woo-woo stuff, what I used to think was woo-woo. And for me, what I used to call woo-woo was like, it was fluff. It was things that didn't really help shift me and created transformation. And then when I finally got the science behind it, and around, explaining around the vibrational frequency of it and what it actually means to upgrade your personal energetic frequency and how that affects your relationships, your health, your money, your business, everything you attract into your life, everything finally clicked. And so I felt really, really called to kind of cut out some of the bullshit of all the fluffy shit that was existing around manifestation for so long. How many people watched the movie The Secret and nothing changed? It goes so much more beyond just, I'm going to visualize it, because what's going on unconsciously, what's going on in your programming, there's so many things, but I'm not going to get into that today, right? And what I wanted to share with you is I'm really grateful that I shared all that. That was completely necessary for me to take my tribe with me. And now it's like, now we get to shift, because the science and the logic and the mindset will only have you ascend so far, and then you're capped, right? And for me, God shifting into this next level of expansion and more trust and deeper levels of surrender, and talking to my galactic team and really owning that I'm an eternal soul, and, owning my multidimensionality and understanding timelines and codes and all these things has really shifted me into new levels of expansion and freedom and co-creation with the universe, galactic team, whatever you want to call it, right? And I felt really called to share this with you. And one of the biggest things that the reason that I'm doing this live for, my intention behind this live, guys, is that I've realized, like, the last 8 months for me, I have been rapidly shifting. Like, it is insane. I've gone through multiple wormholes, and if you don't know what a wormhole is, I'm going to explain it to you in a second. And so I've been upgrading, I've been shifting, all these new codes integrating, awesome, the whole new languages emerging, what no longer serves as purging, right? And so I'm using all this new language, and it was funny because I was talking to my best friend Gabby Kowalski today, and she goes to me, hey, so talk to me. What if you went to Japan, right? Let's say you went to Japan for a 3-month intensive, right? Hello, Marga. Hello, Kirsty. Let's say you went to Japan and you went to a 3-month intensive. And in this 3-month intensive, you learned the new galactic secrets of the universe. And then you came home after that 3-month intensive, and you just started speaking to Callie and me in this new language. Just letting us know all these new secrets of the universe, but hadn't educated us. What do you think would happen if you just came home and just assumed that we knew what the fuck you were talking about? I said, well, there'd be a disconnect. There'd be a disconnect. And give me a yes if you've ever felt this, that let's say you're in the vibrational vicinity of it, right? And for me, this has happened so many times where I've been in workshops and there's galactic talk, but I haven't understood what a grid is, what the fuck a portal is, what a fuck a timeline is, what a code is. And I'm sitting there and my mind's rejecting it. Reject it, reject it, reject it, reject it, right? Why? Because we feel stupid when we don't get something. It doesn't feel good for us when we're listening to something and it doesn't feel good for us. So the ego goes, nah, I'm a rejected. Ha, that feels good for me now. Ooh, now that feels good. I'm going to reject it because I don't know it, right? And so for me, this was happening heaps. And I've kind of lost my track here. And so let's say I went to Japan. I did a 3-month intensive. I learned the secrets of the universe. I came back. I started talking gibberish to Gabby and Kelly. And there'd be a disconnect. And Gabby goes to me, so what would love do? What would divine service actually do? My God, I'd take you guys with me because I love you. I'd explain to you. I'd dumb it down if I needed to. And she's like, think about it this way. If you ask the Acturians are this beautiful advanced civilization from another dimension. And I've had the privilege with working with them privately. It's beautiful. And she goes, imagine if you ask the Acturians a question like, what are twin flames? Or, when Callie and I were working with them, we actually asked them, what's the difference between divine union and twin flames? Because we've been told we're both. What's the difference? And now, would they answer you and say, exactly, Kirsty, ego likes familiarity. That's a very hard word to say. And so would they turn around and be like, oh, fuck this. We don't want to work with Callie and Alex. They're not evolved. They don't even know the difference between divine union and twin flame. Let's just go work with some people. Let's just go channel through beings that actually are ready for these codes, because these girls aren't ready for this shit. No, they had reverence for us. They had unconditional love for us. They explained in such a beautiful 101 elementary way that it fucking landed for us, and we got to shift, right? And I realize I haven't been doing that for my tribe. My love wins empire. That's what I call my soul tribe. My love wins empire. Yeah, and I haven't been sharing with you. I've just been speaking about it. I've been talking this whole new language, and some of you are like, hello, stop talking Japanese. I used to get you, Alex, and now I don't anymore. And I want to do this live because so many of you potentially in here are also going through massive upgrades. Hello, Thekra. Hello, beautiful soul. You're going through massive upgrades. And if you have an online business, if you're an impact-driven business owner, if you are a mission soul, if you're a leader, I don't care if you've got an affiliate marketing product, a high-vibe product, if you're a healer, a coach, whatever, you're a mission soul, right? And you're upgrading rapidly, especially in this portal with the Lion Gate and everything. Like 2020 is just one big fucking activation for everyone, right? Millions of people right now are waking up on the 3D earth. We're going to get into what 3D, 4D, 5D means in a second. And so as you upgrade, your avatar gets to upgrade. What do I mean by avatar? Your soul mate client, the one you froth working with, the one when you get on the call with them, it's just freaking juicy and you're like, oh my God, you could be my friend. Let's be friends, right? And so I want to fully own that I haven't been doing this. Hello, Karen. We are waking the hell up. I remember who I am. I remember who I am. I remember who I am. And who am I? Who are you? You are an eternal being. You are connected. You are powerful. You are the universe in motion, baby. You are source energy. Woo! And so for me, the shift has been from having the primary filter be the mind into the heart. And for that to happen, I've had to release so many limiting programs in the subconscious mind. Guys, I drum down a message all the time, and I'm going to tweak it right now. I'm going to tweak it right now because it gets to evolve. It gets to evolve. I bang on all the time that we are shifting into a 5D earth where the reality of I get paid abundantly by being authentically me is a reality that gets to be lived by everyone, not just a select few. I get paid abundantly just by being authentically me. And I share my codes, and my soulmate clients are magnetically attracted to me. Oh, it's that easy. And I get to evolve this now. I get to evolve this. I get paid abundantly by being authentically me in my soul's mission, grounded in divine service. Grounded in divine service. Now, what would divine service do? Would divine service assume that the tribe understands these new codes and upgrades? Or would divine service take their tribe with them? Now, please get, your tribe has free will. Your tribe has free will. They're either going to come with you and say, yes, I'm loving this, I resonate with it. Or they're going to go, no, I reject it, my mind's not ready. Or some of them might go somewhere else, and that's totally cool. But we all have an ethical obligation. We have a duty to be grounded in divine service. This is why we've come to planet Earth, especially so we're shifting into a new Earth where codes is the currency. Sure, we'll move to crypto for a while, but eventually our frequency is going to be our greatest commodity, right? So, where do we go from here? I guess I wanted to like little bit explain with my trusty whiteboard over here. Oh, check this out, guys. I've got a whiteboard. And I wanted to just quickly explain what I actually mean by this, because I've realized I've explained this in private Facebook groups. I've explained it to my clients, but I haven't actually explained it to my tribe. And so just quickly, guys, we are taking a huge shift right now from 3D Earth to 5D Earth. Now, when we look at it from a science-based logic perspective, right? 3D Earth, we've still got fucking guilt and shame and fear and apathy and all these dense frequencies. I'm not sure you can see that, but we're looking at the bottom of the funnel here. These dense frequencies within our personal energetic frequency, right? And so what does it mean to shift into the 5D reality? What does it mean to live in a world where it feels like heaven on earth, right? Where love wins. It means exactly that. It means we get to shift to a new earth where the lowest frequency will be like 500 hertz. It'll be love. So we're living in love and above. And I'm probably going to stand to be corrected. It's probably more like we're going to be living in acceptance or above, right? So, you know, it doesn't mean that we're not going to have like difference of opinions and conversations, right? That's what expands us, right? But it means that we won't get triggered. We won't be in righteousness. We won't have ego, reject the evolution things, or the things that are going to have a shift, right? And so this is what it truly means. This is why it's so important to do the work. Yes, systems, sales, strategy, business stuff is awesome. That's great, amazing. But you can have the most amazing marketing and sales strategy system. And if you're vibrating at fear or shame or guilt and you haven't done the work, to release the trauma and the wounding within your DNA, within your frequency, you're going to get stuck here. And now, so what... Actually, I'm going to explain this properly. And we're live, part 2, amazing. Hopefully people can find me here. We've changed locations. My phone shat its pants, and it is what it is. So I'm not going to let my technology from stopping me from doing this beautiful transmission. So one beautiful soul has found me again. Hello, we're talking advanced manifestation. We're talking about how a freaking science-based mindset heavy manifestation coach can go from that to completely woo-woo and, you know, believing in aliens and channeling light beings and fully embracing your multidimensionality. How does this happen? So going to continue on this. And we were talking about one thing that I really wanted to share with you. One thing that I think is super important is that, yes, there are millions of beautiful souls waking up right now. Awesome, Tracy, Jess, Sicilian, beautiful, Callie. Yes, there are millions and millions and millions and millions of people right now on the planet over here waking up. Yes, there are. Yes, there are. And however, a lot of us are thinking, oh, I'm just going to ride out 2020. I'm just going to bunker down. I'm going to ride it out. You know, let's just wait for this crazy storm to pass. You know, oh, the light beings have got this. Let them create the change. And I'm here to tell you that no one can save you but you. You are the hero of your own blockbuster movie right now. And depending on your vibration will dictate the collective consciousness that you shift into 5D with. So there are so many different timelines right now. Again, a different word that I'm going to explain. Think of time. Let me just explain. I'm going to put a little note here. Timelines, grids, wormhole, right? Let me just explain to you, what the hell is the 4D? If this is the 5D and this is love or above, this is love wins. I'm having my love wins concerts every month. New artists are sharing their gifts. It's phenomenal. Let's all come vibrate in this earth. Now we're in 3D. What's 4D? And if the whole thing is, if our whole reason to evolve as a human here is because we chose to come here to heal all our traumas and our wounds so we could shift into more deeper tranquility and peace within ourselves, right? And that's truly when the galactic war ends, when we find harmony within ourselves. Not when we go battle it out and do a takedown, right? It's finding the inner peace within. It's doing the inner work, right? And I'm probably going to say something a little bit controversial here, but I feel called to share it. And I'm going to say this in as soft as I can, in a grounded way, in that I understand very much that there is stuff going on right now with child trafficking and pedophilia and the pedophile rings and all this dark, corrupt stuff that is going on right now. And yes, it's important to spread awareness. I'm not saying not to do that. Yes, spread awareness. And do the inner child work. Because if we're trying to free the children that are external to us, free the children, free the children, free the children, yet our own inner child hasn't found peace and freedom within our own soul, our own experience, then that's going to keep reflecting. Yeah, so do both. Do both. And you'll see how fast it transforms and how fast it transmits. It's no different to, and we're going to get even more galactic here. It's no different to, give me a yes if you've heard a coach or anyone say in your life, our internal world creates our external world. Give me a yes if you've heard that. Just a simple yes. Yep. Yes. Awesome. So, okay. Let's go even more galactic and expand this. What does it mean, right? Especially in 2020, the apocalypse, the crazy freaking year that everything changed, right? So what this means is, please get that Earth and what advanced civilizations actually call the blue pearl, the entire data of the entire universe has been kind of stored in Earth, right? And the entire data of the entire history of the universe is actually stored within each and every one of us, within our DNA. And now, like, I'm not going to get into it, but through free will and this and that, there's certain civilizations that have decided to contract our DNA to keep us in fear, to keep us in flight, freeze, fight mode, to feed off our nervous energy, our nervous systems, right? Because we are fucking delicious when we are in fear. This is why we live in a world that is fear-based, right? Because there's so many false grids placed upon us. And so, again, some of you may be listening to this going, oh my God, you have lost your fucking mind. Are you actually talking about aliens? And they don't like to be called aliens. They like to be called beings of light beings, right? And because please get, aliens create separation. Because what do we know about aliens? Every movie that has been created, depicts aliens as these things that have come here to kill us and to take over Earth, when in fact there are so many civilizations. Majority of the civilizations, the Andromedas, the Pleiadians, the Lyrians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, they're actually here. The Galactic Federation of Light, they're here to actually help us. And those who are doing the work and allow them to flow through are actually, we're just simply channels for this information to flow through. And the more light we activate within our fields, the more we can actually understand this information that's coming through. Please get, light is information and darkness is just a lack of information. Yeah. And so when we talk about internal world creates external world, when we look at what's going on right now, there's a big spiritual war right now. Right? There's a galactic war going on. And instead of looking at going, oh, the Anunnaki, oh, the reptilians have been harvesting on my life force energy, right? Oh, right. Please get that for you to recognize that there are reptilians, there are Anunnaki, like Anaturians and Pleiadians. Like you are part Pleiadian, you are part Arcturian, you are part reptilian, you are part Anunnaki, right? And so when we find that internal peace within, the galactic war ends for you in your reality. Because if there are 7.8 billion people on the planet Earth right now, there are 7.8 billion different realities, because your filters will determine your reality and your vibration will determine your reality. And depending on your vibration, right? So many of us think, we'll just let the light workers do it. No, you've got to be doing the work, right? Because if you're not doing the work, no one can save you. And if you're not doing the work, you are going to be seeing a lot more of the corruption and a lot more of the evil. Yeah. I hope this is making sense. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos on this, really grounded in divine love and service, because I know if 2019 me was watching this Facebook Live of me right now talking about this shit, I would have thought I had gone bat shit crazy. I've lost the plot. What the fuck is she talking about? So I get it. And some of you are like frothing. Some of you are like, nah, more, right? And so what 4D means is simply 4D is the bridge. 4D is the bridge between 3D Earth and 5D Earth. There is a split happening right now, right? And so with 4D, why it's really important to be a custodian for your vibration is because in 4D, it's not just a bridge, which is why I'm so like devoted to helping as many people, helping as many leaders from the 3D Earth come onto the 4D bridge, right? And bring your tribe. And that's how we create the ripple effect, right? But the 4D bridge also, I want you to think of the 4D bridge. I'm sure this is kind of, oh, great, it doesn't rub out. This is going to be great, awesome. The 4D bridge, part of it, I want you to think of this bridge in here. It's like a million different Earths. You can be vibrating in different Earths at any given time, and depending on your emotional frequency is going to determine what Earth you vibrate in. This is why we're going to be having a really good day, and then the next moment we get triggered and we're like, what the fuck is this Earth? I don't like this reality, right? And so the more harmony we find within ourselves, the more graceful we get to shift into the 5D. The reality is most of us are going to be in this 4D, which is why it feels like some days feel like shit and I'm triggered, and some days feel like heaven on earth and I've got peace and tranquility. Give me a yes if you feel like some days are very different for you. Some days you feel like wake up feeling really awesome and calm and peaceful. Other days, what the hell's happening? You're shifting, you're upgrading, you're going through something. And this is because you're literally quantum jumping between different Earths in the 4D. The reality is most of us are going to be in this 4D between 2020 and 2024. And then the gates to the 5D Earth will be open around 2024 or earlier. That's the timeline that I'm working with. That's what feels good for me, right? And it could be earlier, who knows? So hopefully that makes sense. I feel like the only other thing I want to share is a little bit about wormholes, because I know a lot of us are going through massive upgrades, massive wormholes right now. And sometimes a wormhole, it doesn't even feel like a wormhole. Like a wormhole doesn't mean that you're emotionally feeling like you're crying and you're purging and you're angry, right? A wormhole could just feel like your subatomic particles are in flux. And I'm going to tell you why it feels like this. So if we look at a wormhole, right? What a wormhole simply means, guys, is that right now you're wanting to shift from reality number 1, which is where you're currently at, reality 1, current reality. And you're trying to shift into reality number 2 or new reality. It's like, oh, old reality, scarcity, feeling stuck, in a financial pickle, um, like don't have a partner, um, feeling not good in my body. New reality I want to shift into, fucking supreme being body. Found my soulmate client, soulmate partner, divine union. Business thriving, huge platform, money in the bank, cryptocurrency, bars of silver and gold. I'm financially abundant, right? And so now what? And sometimes wormholes don't have to be this extreme. It's just a new desire that you're shifting into and creating, because you're having to become the version of yourself that vibrates at this reality. And so this is a wormhole. This is literally it, right? And so this is your earth right now, and this is the earth of the universe, or the reality you want to shift into. And so what happens is sometimes, especially in this middle part, I call it the skinny part of the wormhole. Holy shit, can this be pretty shit experience if you don't know what's going on? Yeah. And so your subatomic particles are literally transforming. This is where we bring the science back into it. Your subatomic particles are literally, it's like you're shifting. You're like, oh, you're fluxing, blah, 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 right? You're breathing. Everything's like reforming. You're recalibrating to a new version of you, the version of you that vibrates at that new frequency. You have to become. You don't do come. You don't do come. You don't do yourself to a new reality. You become. This is why frequency is everything. This is why frequency is our greatest commodity, guys. And so the skinny part can be really frustrating. And a lot of people get stuck in this skinny part for days, weeks, months, sometimes years, because they don't have the tools to shift. And so my tools used to be very science-based, very mindset, right? Gratitude rants, like all these other like heart activations, all this kind of stuff. Well, not heart activations, but what I'm trying to share here is my tools now have become a lot. Yes, there's a mixture of mindset, but I'm also incorporating a lot of expansive galactic tools that really help me shift a lot faster. And this is why I'm still a big custodian for discipline. Discipline, discipline, discipline. And if you don't like the D word, I'll even share with you that this beautiful channeler, channels the Pleiadians, literally just went randomly on YouTube, started listening to this one day, and they said, so many of you humans are asking, what's the magic? What's the thing? What's going to shift me? Well, out of the 101 things to raise my vibration, what's the most powerful? And they're like, you're asking for the magic pill. You just need to have a bit of discipline. You just need to have a bit of consistency, whatever you choose, right? And so that's for me, my subatomic shift mastermind is as soon as you come into the subatomic shift, we set you up with a really freaking super simple and personalized high vibe morning routine, and commit to it and have discipline around it, because this is what's going to have you shift fast. And then we stack all the awesome marketing tools, quantum business technologies on top of this. But I can give you all the fucking magic shit. And if you're stuck in the wormhole, no magic quantum business processes or sexy freaking landing page template to collect quality leads is ever going to shift you into that abundance if you're not doing the work to shift you. Is this making sense, guys? Give me a yes if this is making sense. I am going to leave it there because I feel like I've shared enough today. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me. I will say, though, on the 29th, the 29th, 30th, and 31st of August, my Subatomic Shift live event that was meant to be mid-July has been delayed and postponed to the end of August. So in a couple of weeks' time, pretty much, 29th, 30th, 31st of August, I'm running a 3-day live event. It's part of the mastermind. You can either come in for a term or you can come in for the entire full journey. All right. Please get the subatomic shift to recode your entire personal energetic frequency. And yes, we do the advanced manifestation stuff. We will be talking about timelines and codes and all sorts of amazing things, activating more of your multidimensionality, seeing how that ripples effects into your business and the way you create impact and your soul signature, creating your own program or whatever deliciousness that you know you're here to do. And if you know you're ready for the advanced stuff, I invite you to either inbox me or reach out to me, or I'll put my link at the top there, like book in a chat with me. Let's actually chat and see what it is you do, if this is in alignment. This 3-day live event is going to be fucking epic. Obviously, because of COVID rules, I can't do it in a room in person, but I've invested in like some awesome live stream technology that's going to allow me to live stream and create a phenomenal virtual experience for my subatomic shifters so they can tune in, and it's going to be super interactive and amazing. We're going to enjoy 3 full days together. Around abundance and activating more of your 12 strands of DNA and looking at your business super codes and how you can create a marketing content that's true and unique to you, upgrading your soul tribe and your avatar and what she or he needs to hear in order to say yes to your business vehicle. And then we're going to go into resigning from your unconscious wealth identity, upgrading your wealth identity, which is exactly the wormhole experience that Kelly and myself will be taking you on day 2. And then day 3 is all about really grounding this and then implementing the business system strategies, lead magnets. It's going to have it all kind of like grounded into the 3D. I should actually just say the physical reality. So I love you guys so much. Reach out if you want to chat. We've got this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mission souls. Thank you for joining.